for Million Lloydminster.
Mr. Speaker, crime in rural Alberta is skyrocketing. At a town hall meeting I hosted in Manville last week, the RCMP reported that property crimes in one detachment had increased by 68% over the same period last year. But the staffing levels were the same or even lower than in previous years. It is not uncommon for the RCMP to take over an hour to respond to a reported crime in progress. To the Solicitor General, what specific actions have you taken to ensure rural RCMP detachments are assigned more members to address this increase in crime?
Honourable Minister of Justice and Solicitor General.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and to the member for the important question. Of course, no one likes to see increasing crime rates throughout the province, Mr. Speaker. The RCMP is responsible for specific deployment of officers, but we continue to support them with the highest funding level per capita in any Western province, Mr. Speaker. We invest over $500 million in RCMP. We also have programs available to municipalities so that they can add additional officers, and I'd be happy if that municipality were to reach out. Thank you.
First supplement.
Mr. Speaker, we'll certainly take the minister up on that because criminals don't work 9 to 5 and they don't take holidays. But given that some rural detachments are so understaffed that they don't even have enough officers on duty to be around the clock, and given that this situation would never be tolerated in our larger urban centres, so to the minister, what measures have you taken to ensure rural Albertans have the same 24/7 police protection that is standard for those who live in Alberta cities?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And of course, I think the most important measure that a government can take at a time like this is to ensure that we're continuing to invest in frontline services, Mr. Speaker. And this government is taking those steps to make sure that that money is there, that we're not cutting 20% out of the budget that would reduce staff even further. Mr. Speaker, in addition, we've been working with the RCMP. They have started a new integrated crime reduction unit, and Mr. Speaker, they are already seeing results.
Supplemental.
Well, Mr. Speaker, given that many perpetrators are repeat offenders who have underlying mental illness and addictions issues, and given that the availability of counselors in our remand centres is limited, but that access to drugs is widespread, and given that addressing the root causes of criminal activity through counselling and rehabilitation is essential to breaking the cycle of crime, to the minister, why are illegal drugs readily available in remand centres but counselling services are not?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And the member and I definitely agree that addressing these underlying root causes is absolutely the right way to go about solving this problem. That's why, Mr. Speaker, our government is ensuring that we continue to invest in healthcare, that we invest in mental health supports, that we continue to invest in education, so that we can assist people to make better decisions as they go forward. Mr. Speaker, with respect to the issue of drugs in correctional centres, we have a number of different things that we do, but we've just announced just recently a new pilot project with respect to body scanners. Those have been very successful in other jurisdictions, and we hope to see that success here.
Thank you.